So I decided to give the new Pick-a-Brick system a second run. I'll be totally honest, I've already been digging in here. This package is totally open. I had to build some stuff with it before I got around to filming. But that's not the point there. This was a much more interesting experience than my first one, which I would say was quite positive. Anyway, let's take a closer look. So when I say more interesting, perhaps I just simply mean more negative. For starters, there was a lot of things out of stock that I was not expecting to be out of stock because I had purchased them last time. For instance, 2x2 tiles in dark red were out of stock. 2x2 tiles in dark brown were out of stock. 2x2 tiles in sand green were still out of stock. All of which was quite disappointing, as those are things that I actually genuinely need for the projects I do. So yeah, I couldn't order any of those. There seemed to be no 2022 parts, any of the new stuff on the website at all, which was also quite disappointing. From the new farm animals released in the city line to some new recolors that I wanted to get my hands on weren't an option. What I was really hoping would be on there are some of those new parts from the June wave of Minecraft sets. We're talking about the dark red flower stem piece. Obviously the Soulfire is not going to be on there, but there are some things that I really don't want to buy off Bricklink because I know they're going to be expensive, but they would have been cheaper here, but they aren't even on the site. So there's two separate orders here, our best sellers and then our standard. So last time both orders came pretty quickly, but it seems to me that 2-month delay is back. I've been waiting for these for quite some time to ship from Denmark, and they only just arrived considerably later than this one, well over a month, which is too bad because I really thought they had figured that out. That's fine. I didn't need these that urgently, but it's something to keep in mind that delay is probably back and probably here to stay. They had it gone for like a week or so, but it's a popular service. Yeah, not much more to say there. Anyway, as I discovered last time, you just get sealed single bag for all your parts that ship from Illinois, at least for me. There are definitely parts in here that I ordered in a quantity over 100, but they still do not bag them individually. There are not many different parts in here at all. I think I see 4. 1x2s in dark green. I've been using a lot of these for my swamp, so I wanted to restock on those. They're great for vines in particular. And then we have both inverted 2x2 dark bluish gray tiles and then regular dark bluish gray tiles. Makes sense why those are both best sellers. But I think the highlight here is the masonry brick in dark brown. And this is why I actually opened the package. I use these for the witch hut. But as you can see there, we've got some great texture on both sides. And this to me resembles spruce planks quite well, which make up a witch hut, and also a snowy village, which is the original intent for buying these, to eventually get to that one day. These were introduced in the Home Alone house, so I didn't have any on hand, but now I do. So these will be really fun. But yeah, just a lot of each of those 4 parts, and this, not much else going on. This one I won't even bother opening, just completely 100%. Probably 100 inverted 2x2 dark red tiles. Very, very useful for future nether mocks. And here there's some fun stuff though. So some more dark red, obviously, for nether mocks. Look at this guy. This snot brick is so useful. Then also these, the Technic pin connectors for connecting future modules. Also in here, 1x2 dark brown bricks, which can be used for Soul Valley, but also a number of other things. Dark brown is a color I find myself using a lot of and always running out of. So again, also more dark green with the hopes of making more stuff in dark green. It's great for leaves, especially. I'm guessing I will use some of these in the future. And then some more of those very handy snot bricks, just the half size. Of course, there are a lot of flesh colored bricks. That's very noticeable here. Should I ever do some sort of Mesa expansion, which would be great because these don't come in your typical set, right? So those are really nice. I just got a good variety. 2x2s, 2x3 plates, 1x2 tiles. There aren't any 2x2 tiles in the color. There are jumpers, but that's about it. As close as you can get. and then some 1x1s here as well. As I hopefully pursue that Mars mission mock, I've been picking up some Mars colored things, and I found these rocks introduced originally in the city line, I believe in their mining sub-theme, in dark orange. So I picked up a bunch of those. Aren't those funky looking? Rather un-Lego-like, in my opinion, but they will add some very interesting texture to a build. 2x2, dark green tiles, at least they had those. But otherwise, that's about it. Pretty basic parts. That's what happens when you build Minecraft stuff all the time. Get a lot of basic parts. But these will help a lot. It takes a lot of stress off me when I can just tile off the underside of something rather than working on too many complicated snot techniques to make some elaborate rock work. Stuff like that helps a lot because I can order it in bulk directly from Lego. It ends up not being too expensive. You don't have to worry about shipping. You can order as many as you want if they have it in stock. I mean, all the parts you see right here, I believe were about $70. No shipping required, and half of this, came from Denmark, which is pretty insane. But yeah, I was disappointed in a few things this time around. The shipping delay sucked, but you can deal with that. But not having new parts out there, that hurt. And then having so many pieces out of stock also hurt. So we'll see how that goes in the future, but there just is definitely less out there than there was with the old system. There were no squirrels, and I definitely bought squirrels off bricks and pieces, but you can only get like a Duplo squirrel now. So there's just weird stuff that they've just taken offline. It's hard to say, are they just prioritizing putting those into kits? Maybe that's why they're not selling them. We'll see how it goes. This is only my second order since they switched to the new pick-a-brick system. At the end of the day, I still get a lot of useful parts, much more affordably than I could have off Bricklink. In this case, flesh colors are just expensive on there, and tiles are very expensive on there. So it's still very valuable to have this service. It's just an inferior version of what we had before. All right, that's enough of me rambling. Thank you for taking the time to watch this. Have a great life. I'll see you later.